Larry Griggs, Larry G, with BTI. This is the channel I'm putting together to talk about something I've been doing for 40 years, and that's medical imaging as an X-ray technologist. Now, some people don't understand what that is. Some people have had X-rays in the past, but really don't understand what goes on behind the scenes or what it's really about. So that's what I'm going to take the time and explain to you on this channel. This is just an introduction to that, what I'll be talking about on this channel. And of course, just like Amazon started out with books, may grow into something else eventually. But right now, this is just a start. This is just a start. And I just want to say that BTI, Best Tech Imaging, is a company that I started back in 2018 with the objective to open up clinics, standalone imaging centers to assist people on the underserved side of town, most specifically in San Antonio, Texas. Things didn't work out. We didn't get the funding to get it going. There's a lot of hurdles, especially during COVID at that time. But by the grace of God, we're still here. We're trying to get some things going on a different level. The focus right now, as of now, is product development, technology development, and eventually the possibility still remains that we could open up an imaging center or two. Just a lot of competition in this market, but it's a possibility. There's also a possibility that I may look into teaching in this field. A little bit more about myself. I've been a radiology technologist for 40 years. I started out in 1985 in the military, in the Army. And I've gone on to do different type of modalities within the field. A modality is basically what you're familiar with as a person unfamiliar with the imaging profession. That would be X-ray, CAT scan, ultrasound, nuclear medicine, interventional radiology, and MRI. Out of all those modalities, I've actually learned and trained in every modality except for MRI and ultrasound. And there's also another one, mammography, but that's kind of similar to X-ray, and that's really primary focus on female technologists. So naturally, I wasn't able to do that. But just to give you, like I said, I'll be talking about a few different things. Hopefully it won't be too boring. I'll be giving an inside look on the field of imaging and radiology in particular, because that's my longest area of expertise. And I also used to teach X-ray, so there'll be a little teaching involved in this. And I just hope it's fun and interesting to you to get some insight on how the imaging profession works. Also on Fridays, I'll be doing a little deep dive into the salaries of different imaging professionals, what you can make if you're interested in getting into the field itself. So hopefully I bring you a lot of value. Hopefully there's people that are interested in getting in the medical field, particularly in the imaging profession. And I can give you some insights, some inside looks, some tips. Also be sharing some tips on to help current technologists, maybe technologists that are just starting in the field. I have a lot of inside looks on different approaches that I've done throughout my career to make the job a little more easy. It's not an easy job. And I'll also be pointing out to a lot of people that don't understand or don't know, taking pictures is not always that easy. It's not easy. I'll give you a really in-depth look. Also down the line, I may put out a few books to give you more value. And of course, we may get a little off topic on Fridays when we talk about the pay. We're talking about how blockchain plays a part in the imaging field now, what the correlation between the finance system and the medical profession, especially in regards to medical imaging, how that's really changed a whole lot. Also be giving you some history on how imaging began, how X-ray was the grandfather of all medical imaging and how it began and how it's grown, how it's come a long way from the film era to right now in the digital era. Anyway, it wasn't really gonna be a long video, just an introduction on who I am, who I'm representing, Best Tech Imaging. Of course, I represent the King of Kings, of course. But anyway, God bless y'all. Please like, share, subscribe. You know those keywords in YouTube, the algorithm loves that. Like, share, and subscribe. Please, please. Hopefully this will be educational, entertaining to you. And please come back. There'll be more content. There'll be an episode. There'll be at least 2 pieces of content a week, right? But most likely there's a schedule for once a week. But definitely, I like to say definitely, please, please, please look, listen, learn,